Bottom line here is just continue to manage risk, take profits, rebalance accordingly, those type of things. No big moves in portfolios are needed right now. We are coming up on quarter end rebalancing. So again, may see some volatility over the next week or so. But here's what you need to know before the bell. Markets sold off yesterday. Just as the Federal Reserve, announced their rate cut, the market sold off and then kind of rallied back to break even yesterday. But we're kind of starting to show a bit of a rounded top here in the S&P here short term. We're also seeing this in the Nasdaq as well. But again, that was as of yesterday. Kind of saw this little bit of topping process going into the Fed announcement. Now this morning, the Nasdaq's going to be up about 222 points. So we're going to probably set a new high on the Nasdaq today. The S&P is going to be up about 50 points. We'll probably be challenging or potentially setting a new high today for the S&P as well. So again, now that rate cut's in, bulls are happy. Hey, lower rates, that means I can now provide a lower discount rate for earnings in the future, which now means I can overpay for stocks more. And so valuations be damned, they're going to pay more for stocks, and markets are going to be up nicely this morning on this news. Also, too, just not surprising, the market volatility is dropping fairly sharply. We're going to push down to a new low this morning here in this recent range, down to about 1473. Volatility has been very compressed as of late, but we're pushing down towards the lower end of that. Again, this morning, because of this Fed rate cut, we're going to see volatility really get compressed. And we're also moving into an options expiration. This is one of the largest options expirations tomorrow for the markets that we've had in recent history. It's a very, very large options move. So we could see a bit of volatility today and tomorrow in the markets because of this options expiration that's coming up. But nonetheless, volatility is very, very compressed here right now in the markets. Outside of that, the dollar rallied a bit yesterday on the news. It's trying to rally a little bit more this morning. Again, rate cuts should give the dollar a little bit of support here as well. So again, this is all going to kind of feed back. This is all a good positive backdrop to the markets itself. And again, we're likely going to be pushing or setting a new high on the S&P today. Again, nothing wrong here. We're on a buy signal. Markets are overbought. Again, we've just kind of ad nauseum have talked about that for a while. But again, we just had this condition where markets are very, very complacent, not a lot of disruption in the markets, lots of money chasing the markets right now. So there's really no reason to be overly negative. Yesterday was an interesting day because we saw some of the Mag 7 stocks underperform. The Dow outperformed yesterday. So we saw a rotation into defense in the markets yesterday. We're probably going to see a rotation back in offense today. So we'll just see how that kind of plays out now that this rate cut is in. But nonetheless, bottom line here is just continue to manage risk, take profits, rebalance accordingly, those type of things. No big moves in portfolios are needed right now. We are coming up on quarter end rebalancing. So again, may see some volatility over the next week or so. But then that'll set us up for kind of the year-end strong period to begin in October. So just manage risk accordingly right now. Again, nothing overly concerning. We'll just continue to navigate the markets as we go forward. That's what you need to know before the bell this morning.